My daughter sent me to get rid of this chair, and I almost got killed for doing it. I think my daughter was trying to kill me. What? I wish my daughter-in-law was more helpful than you. Here, take my chair. There we go. We're back at it again, guys. If it comes up again, I'm gonna have to come up with some way of keeping the back at it joke still going. Yeah. Yeah, that's how gravity works. Yeah, gravity's not infinite, guys. Gravity's not infinite. Alright, shortcuts. I love it. What does this person have to say? I'm so sick of studying at that desk. Studying don't mean nothing in the end. I want to experience things firsthand. I'm dumping the desk and heading out on the road to live life as a free man. Education enslaves the soul. Actually, if you're gonna throw that desk away, can I have it? I've been looking for one. Education enslaves the soul. He left his desk 60 yards away from where he was gonna complain about getting rid of the desk. Really? This desk is kind of small but cute. Would you even consider that a desk? It's more like a drawer. I can't actually take the shortcut, I have to deliver it by hand. Oh, there it is. It's not. Yeah. That will be my new room, my new home. Don't even call that like a desk. It's like a drawer. It's tiny but cute. Now, where am I supposed to find furniture? Alright. Just broke that woman's spine, picked up the dog, and the child's traumatized. Hardcore. Gotta be somebody I can talk to up here. I remember where I'm supposed to get the mattress, but I think I need to talk to somebody before I do anything. Do I have enough to upgrade my kicks? I do. Damn, girl. This is the area where I'm supposed to pick it up. Shit. Oh. Aha! Found you. Yo, cat girl, it's me. Cat girl, are you talking about me? Of course, who else? You're the talk of the town. You're the black cat girl. Who are you to judge? Cat girl, it's got a nice ring to it. Hey, you don't remember your name, right? Good, it's settled. I'll just call you Cat, and you can call me Sid. Well, I guess I do need a name. I suppose Cat's not bad. Not bad, it's perfect. Trust me, it suits you. I don't think I like your tone with that. By the way, you won't believe what the boss had me do just now. He's moving, so I had to haul his old bed and dump it off somewhere. Is that crazy or what? Did you say bed? It's not like total abuse of authority or what? Do you have any idea how heavy that thing was? I could have thrown my back out. You want that old thing? It's yours if you can figure out how to carry it. I dumped it off by the old factory. He's like, okay, thanks. Thanks for the name. No problem, Cat. Consider it a little reward for your help earlier. Consider me helping you not get, like, killed by thugs. Here's your reward. A nice mattress frame.
So is this Amy? It's not normal VGT.
No, it's Amy possessing the body of Mickey.
Why don't you use your own account?
That's too easy.
Yandere Dev, Yandere Dev. It sounds like you don't want to use your own account.
That Delinquents video looks kind of cool.
I just got back from playing 10-player Secret Hitler because they upgraded the player count from 8 to 10. And fascists actually, it was a little bit too easy on 8 players. I feel like for the liberals to win, I felt like they were winning a bit too much. 10 players gives fascists a little bit more of a chance, in my opinion. It's a lot more fun because it's pretty much dead even.
Just streaming Gravity Rush right now with me watching.
Anyway, I got kind of annoyed because I was Hitler, and we were within the thing where if Hitler gets elected chancellor, I was Hitler.
I don't know. Why don't you come and say something into my face?
There were 2 people that this guy who was a liberal trusted with president that he could have given chancellor to, and I was one of the 2.
I heard my name.
He chose someone else, and he was just about to choose me, but he chose the other guy instead, and they won. And I just asked, like, why didn't, I'm not mad, but why didn't you choose me? He's like, oh, because it would have been a power play next turn with the presidency. And then I said, like, wait, no it wouldn't, because I was already chancellor, so I can't be chancellor
This
again.
is a fucking bed frame, and it's a low bed frame at that. That is
There
useless.
wouldn't have been a power play. He's like, oh, I guess it wouldn't have been a power play. And I'm like, are you... And I just said, like, are you telling me I lost the game because of you had, like, some shitty backwards logic that didn't make sense? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, now I am a little mad. He's like, it's fine. But hey, we won. I'm like, yeah, you did.
I'm okay at typing in chat just cause, like, the time when I didn't have a mic and Little Big Planet just kept practicing and then you just kind of got good at it. Right? It's not even a mattress, it's just a frame.
I really wanted to make some stuff on Little Big Planet 3, but no one will play it. It's the thing, you know, like, I'll make these super cool levels, and it doesn't matter how much time I spend on them. No one's gonna play it. It'll get like 13 plays. That's it. They're just not gonna find it because the community's too small.
Oh, she just made her own mattress.
The only way for me to, the only way for me to get people to play my level is to, like, go and, like, fellatiate some people on the forums and be like, hey guys, you should check out my level.
Either that or go suck MM's dick and then get MM pics.
Yeah, that's what you do. You go on the forums and you suck their minds off, and then you get MM pics. Because they'll check out your level if you suck them off, and, you know, if they like it, and if it's really good, they'll give it MM. To succeed, because that's the only thing people play.
Just like real capitalism. Just like real capitalism.
Yeah. Just like real capitalism, if you want to get it. Yes.
You gotta suck dick all day, every day. Also, spent like good 10 minutes trying to get bed frames and fucking like stuff for a room, and then it cuts over her searching through garbage. And she's like, look at all this cool stuff I can find. I found a bunny plushie, I guess. Stole a lamp from... Okay, no, you apparently didn't steal a lamp.
It's just gonna say, like, I don't like the... You're gonna squeeze the bunny doll, and it's gonna say, I don't like video games.
We're living in a sewer pipe. How'd you get a working shower going?
With the sewer water. Duh.
No, but she's living inside the actual pipe itself.
Yeah, with the sewer water.
Like, she just shower-head it and just like, okay, there's where the water's coming from. Also hot water, by the way.
With the sewer water.
She's just recycling people's used shower water for herself. My goodness.
Yeah, you just use the sewer water.
Yep, there we go. Also, got no, like, pajamas, so we just sleep in the nude, because we got no other sets of clothes but our normal one.
So I didn't know this, but during the best friends sewer or whatever, with Cranky, Black Otaku, the other guy, and Plague. I don't know who that other guy is.
Our girl's home really is her castle. And the frame broke! What a shitty bed. Really?
Anyway, they got into like a legit fight, and well, not a legit fight, on the
Congratulations
Magfest
on finding a home. From home, you can save your progress and instantly travel through the sewer system. Oh yeah, you can autosave.
People were like, why isn't Plague and Pat there? And the first response was like, because the last time they fought was known as the Tunguska event. Like,
she's got
that's
no...
a good joke no one's gonna get.
She's got no door, no privacy in the sewer tunnel. The only privacy she gets is she put like a fucking... What is that, like a towel sheet for her shower? Stole a basket for her cat.
I mean, it's not like there's a lot of people in the sewer.
True. True, but later on people do come down here to talk to you. People do come down here to talk to you later.
The people that you do find in the sewer are some that you'd probably want some privacy from. So...
Well, granted, this is in like a
where you'll get in...
This is like a crazy like steampunk town, which is horribly verticality. So it's like I'm pretty low to the ground in terms of this sky city. That most people probably wouldn't even try to come down this far anyway, in fear of falling to their death.
I'm just thinking, like, it's like FOB nukes. You'll get invaded less, but the people who do invade, they're in it. They're crazy. It's not worth it.
They want it.
No, yeah, it's not worth it at all. The only reason you should ever build a nuke in MGS5 is for the trophy, because you'll get invaded less. Statistically, less people are likely to invade you. But the people who do invade, they're crazy. They're insane. They'll kill everyone. They'll Columbine the whole place.
Whoa. Come on, man. At least pick a classier one. Virginia Tech.
Jesus. Anyway. Also, it goes without saying that you can't get invaded by anyone who's not a hero, according to their heroism rank.
You don't have enough of a hero dick to challenge that type of person.
I'm just gonna go out on the limb and say the only people who don't have the hero rank by now are people who are not playing the game anymore. Anyone who's still playing the game at all has easily gotten more than enough heroism to become a quote-unquote hero. So everyone who's still playing the game is definitely able to see your nuke, and they're gonna go crazy and
so
be like, look,
the guy gave me a warning saying, hey, be careful, don't want to fall off on over the side or anything. If you fall, you're not coming back up. Nobody ever comes out of it. Nobody ever survives it. And your character's like, whoa, I better watch my step. And he's like, it's not all bad, though. You can just throw your garbage on the side because no one below is going to come up here and tell you to stop.
I think that was something like someone asked Ken Levine or something like, what does Colombia do with its trash and its waste products? And he's like, I think they just dump it. They don't seem to really care. They don't seem like the type of people that care about what happens below, considering they're literally planning to burn the whole world, and they literally see themselves as holier than thou.
Yeah, let's go check out that rumor spot. Let's see. Let's go see what the talk of the town is.
Until that bastard Abraham Lincoln ruined it by freeing the slaves.
Remember how smart Thomas Jefferson was? Me neither.
He was pretty smart.
I just remember, like, being told Thomas Jefferson was a bit weird when it came to Congress.
He did not have that successful of a presidency. Then again, neither. It's kind of sad.
It's just kind of sad.
Him and John Adams were friends. Like, they were very close friends during the war and before.
Mm-hmm.
But when they became president, like, for when parties...
When things got serious.
And the Republicans formed, John Adams became a Federalist, and Thomas Jefferson became a Republican. Not the Republicans that were known today. That they're different.
You know, the real deal.
Different.
The real deal.
Yeah, these were the real deal. Anyway, that's like saying that these guys were the Oto workshop, and then Republicans today are like you, the player, picking up powder keg weapons and being like, I'm a powder keg. You're not. You just picked up a bunch of powder keg stuff and said you were. Even then, the powder kegs aren't the Otos.
Yo, I'm a powder ganger. We control the railroads. That's powerful, right? Nobody uses trains anymore. Oh.
Shut up. He just throws dynamite at him, and he just throws it back. Why are you throwing a dynamite back at us? It's like, because it's dynamite, it's got a fuse of like 20 seconds.
Well, and not even like the thing of that where it's like, you know, you can actually put out that fuse, right? Like, with a grenade, even though it has a timer too,
right.
You can just put out the fuse.
I just imagine, like, the guy throws dynamite at the courier, and the courier just gets on his knees, like, licks his fingers, and then just snuffs it out. He, like, burns his hand a little bit, but he snuffs it out.
They throw dynamite, and he just puts it out, and he's like, hey, that's dangerous, you know?
And after he puts it out, like, I just imagine he just stands up, and then does, like, the come at me, like, what?
We had enough trouble with gravity storms. We got weird creatures running around. What's going on here? Those creatures weren't here before? Nah, they started showing up with the storms. Thought my mind was playing tricks at me at first.
Anyway, so Thomas Jefferson were friends, but they became like fierce rivals when party lines started getting drawn. And they both had pretty unsuccessful presidencies. Both of them were president. And neither one of them had a fun time. And then they kind of met up after, like, years afterwards.
Oh, there's the disappearing man.
Became friends again because I guess they just gave up on politics.
So
I think they died as friends, though.
Side story thing. There's this scientist in this, like, it's like this kind of side quest that's not even marked, which is this scientist just figured out how to go through, like, dimensional planes. And he can only stay in one plane for so long, so you can talk to him and then he immediately disappears. And he's like, please send a letter to my wife, and he, like, you get snippets of what he wants to tell his wife. Because he keeps disappearing away.
Yeah. Also, really weird thing, John Adams and Thomas Jefferson died within, like, 3 or 4 hours of each other.
No wonder in the world... Thinking no one would ever see me again. Who are you? What makes you different?
Old age.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So they must have been really close because, like, isn't there a thing like when you're old, if your spouse dies, your life expectancy just hits the floor? Like, if you have a spouse and you're old and your spouse dies, you're probably gonna die like 2 days later.
Well, it's that thing of they would usually commit I guess, like American seppuku for when it's gonna be like, well, no girl's gonna take me, and I have no way of continuing my family line, so might as well just end it here.
Well, no, I'm not even talking about suicide yet. I'm talking about like modern day couples that are
Yeah,
like 80, and then
yeah,
that's
the
husband
kind
or
of
wife will die, and
thing.
the other one will just die with like 2 months later. I think it's just a placebo effect thing where it's like they haven't outright lost the will to live, but they don't really care about dying anymore.
They
'Cause
they jaywalk and they say, well, if I die here, it's gonna be in America.
Because a lot of things, yeah. Because I think it's a lot of things where it's like it's old couples where like their spouse will die and they'll be like, well, that was the only reason I'm still here.
The energy that was released knocked my wife and I into different space-time dimensions. Apparently I can see everyone, but no one can see me. The gravitational field that surrounds this world is so powerful that it distorts the passage of time. Wait, hold on.
That
Disappearing.
is correct. That's accurate. People are gonna be like, that's unrealistic. No, that's actually how it works. Time is actually manipulated by gravity. Did you teach you know that? She watched Interstellar.
Is it me or you vanishing? Perhaps you're being able to see me as a result of our respective space-time dimensions overlapping, in which case, and poof. Poor guy disappeared. So you giving credit to Gravity Rush for understanding how gravity works?
Yeah, no, I gotta give him props for that.
Kudos for that.
Like, oh, you're saying because of gravitational differences, time will change? What
Yeah.
a bunch of hacks. This is stupid mumbo jumbo.
You know how
No,
long it takes
actually,
for
time
Mercury
does
to get a
dilate.
full revolution?
Oh no, that's not time-based. No,
You
nothing
sure?
like that.
Oh, I thought it was something like that, where it's
No,
like time is technically
no,
based like that.
seriously, if you were to go to Jupiter, where the gravity is like several factors more than Earth,
Several
like,
folds, I
like,
believe.
yeah, several folds stronger than Earth, you still would have a near negligible time difference. In order to really, and I mean really, get significant change, the only thing I would see that would cause significant change is to go to I believe a neutron star, or to go into the orbit of a neutron star, or to go into the orbit of a black hole. A black hole will do the job right and quick.
Oh shit, it's Ajin.
Like
Beginning of
spoiler alert for Interstellar stream, but they go to a planet where, because the planet is orbiting a black hole, 1 hour on the planet is roughly 7 years in Earth time. So they get stuck on the planet for 3 hours, and it's been 23 years on Earth.
you're
Time
that
is
shifter
weird,
with
right?
the cat. So, beginning of this game,
How
this
much does this game rely off of the joke that cats always land on their feet?
like, I think it makes one joke about it.
Okay, because I expected it to be something dumb like the cat is your compass. Like the cat will like move in the direction that you're going down.
No,
Because
in
cats
in
always
this
have
game,
their feet.
it's in this game. It's like the cat is the thing that gives you your power, and so you have to always be in proximity of the cat. The cat also is able to jump, like fucking hyperdimensional jumps across like any plane, so you're always close to the cat. It's all your fault. Give us back our
I thought it was
house.
something weird, like a compass where like it's a compass and the cat's feet point towards the direction gravity is pushing you, and I guess the cat just sits there.
No, the
on,
way
like,
that
a
the way you
gyrosphere.
the way you tell the way gravity is use of your hair. The way the hair is, is if it's like floating sideways,
Oh.
left, right, down, up. That's how you can tell what center of gravity is, or rather, what everyone else's normal gravity is, but
Well,
what your
that's
center
not
of gravity
bad.
is different.
I thought they had an opportunity to do something really clever with the cat. That's fine.
So, yeah, I saved this. This guy comes and says, "Hey, you're one of those gravity people, right? You can save my son that's clearly
Oh,
being
no.
sucked into the storm." And you save his son, but also the house that they were living in falls into the infinite, like, void below. And they're like, "Get us back our house, you witch. I thought I could trust you, but apparently you're the one that pushed our house down." And then you're just like, "It was a misunderstanding. I didn't do anything. You're just evil. You're just an evil gravity shifter."
Boss, she's with Cypher. Fire.
Firestorm. Let's see if I can go over there. When I get like conversations like this, I can at least like find some like some gems and whatnot I can pick up. What do you have to say, dude? The sacred gem is said to have been around since before the founding of our fair city. No matter how Hexville might change, that gem will always be there to protect us. Sounds like it's pretty important to the people then. You bet. It galls me to think that Alias would dare lay his sticky fingers on it. I don't even know who Alias is yet. Well, I know, but... And then again, I don't know, because he's such an
Alias
enigma
was
character.
that one TV show where it was starring that sleeper cell agent that would like change her look and persona constantly. That one TV show.
No, Alias is a character in here that does not have very much information on him, so I know who he looks like and what he does, but I have no idea what his motivations are or who he even is. There's only like little hints
really happy-
telling me that he's like a guardian.
I'm really happy that Yandere Dev actually added a proper, I'm gonna say, final boss to the game. Because I'm like, you know what this game needs? This game needs to actually, it can't just be like the same 4 weeks. It
Well,
needs
like
to
that's the
actually
thing. It
ramp
was
up,
like
and there needs to
building
be
in
an
a
end
rival.
game thing.
He was like, we still got to make a rival.
Yeah, because there's the rivals. Apparently, there's a new one every week. So it seems like a contract system where you have 1 week to kill the contract, like Hitman kind of. But I'm like, that doesn't really go anywhere though. You need a.
That's infinite
you
until
need
you
a
stop.
You know what I'd like? I'd like something like you every week for X amount of weeks you get a rival, and you have to eliminate that rival every 1 or 2 weeks, and then halfway in the second semester, halfway through the game, you get introduced to the leader of the delinquents, you're the final boss.
The thing
And the objective, you're still getting the minor targets, like the normal people, every 1 to 2 weeks. You're still getting those minor targets.
I'm hoping
But
that when the
You're
rival
saying,
comes
like,
in,
okay, every week you have to kill the minor target, but you also, somewhere down the line, have to kill the main antagonist, because, and they're just giving you, you have a semester to do it. Your targets.
the thing
Seems
I'm
to,
interested
like,
in
go
is
with-
because there was a thing you said near the end where it's like if you have low reputation, you could go in and join in with the delinquents, and there's like opportunities that arrive when you have low things. I'm wondering, can I just be like Paz and then infiltrate the delinquents to try and kill Venom
Oh, I
rival
would
boss?
Totally try. The thing is, you can't let your reputation get too low, or Senpai will reject your love.
Will never
So
love
when
you.
beat the
So
game-
it's like dangerous.
So when you beat the game, you have to. But by the time the school year's over, you have to have a certain reputation quota. So if you're gonna play with the delinquents, it's like
You
this
need to
is
stop
all
at some
space that you
point.
gotta make back up. You gotta make this all back up, which hopefully won't come down to like tedious fetch quest things where you ask girls, "How can I help?" Lol.
Yeah, well, he might also like add more ways of getting respect in the first place. Also, this guy, the train's been out of service since the last storm came, so we're cut off from other towns in Hexville. I miss killing time in the entertainment district. Entertainment district being
Entertainment district.
being like
Like Fort
casinos, like casinos and like
Fort
fucking.
Frolic.
And it's just you can't go by airboat. Are you crazy? If the storm kicks up, we've already lost enough people to the storms without adding me to the count. I'm not taking it.
I like how it's just what you live on Jupiter. Is the red-eyed storm always there?
The storm just shows up and it absorbs people and takes them to another dimension where you need to defeat the leader of that dimension, and then it'll return it back to this one.
That sounds so stupid.
It's an anime game. What did you expect? And even
Also,
then, this
for some reason, when I saw in the news article, like, something along the lines of, like, GOP asks Mitt Romney to stop Donald Trump, I just imagined, I had a dream or something. Like, I had a dream where
Let's do a
Donald
story
Trump was,
quest
like,
now.
giving one of his rallies or something on, like, TV. He's giving one of his, like, you know, his speeches at, like, a Trump rally or something. And Mitt Romney just walks into the crowd, and he's like,
just eat
I'm
shit.
here to stop you, Trump. I'm bringing you in. And, like, Trump's goons go after him, and it just gets into a giant fist fight of Mitt Romney, like, punching his way to the stage. Going
No.
like, I will stop you.
Hit the like pat a guy in the back and he drops the thing he was carrying. Now, is that the fault of the person that tapping your back, or is that the fault of the person who had butterfingers and couldn't hold on to a phone properly?
I'm gonna blame that on Butterfingers.
I'm gonna blame that on the candy Butterfingers.
I'm here to bring you in, Trump. It's time to stop.
You off today or something? I didn't recognize you with that coat. Oh, this? It's pretty sharp. You're looking at the newest member of the Seahorse Special Crime Task Force.
Seahorse?
Seahorse SSCTF. I'm a detective.
What the fuck kind of Black Ops initiative gets anything done under the codename Seahorse?
Oh yeah, is that a good thing? Not great, not good.
What are
Great. I got promoted. Keep
are
this on the down
seahorses
low, but
known
I'm on a
for?
job.
Like,
Yeah.
seals are hunters, right? Seals blend in with the water, and they're hunters. You know, like hawks, like war hawks, the hawks are like vicious predators and masters of the sky, like same as eagles. Like, so
Well,
of course you
well,
name them
like,
after, like,
so it's
troops,
like
or,
it's
the
it's
warthog. The warthog is like a really
Well-
tough animal. that
well
can
because he's
attack
like a
a bunch-
detective
What
and
do
he's
seahorses do?
he's quote being
What
on the
is
down low. What would be like a name for a task force that is all about stealth, other than using ghost affiliations like Phantom, Spectre, Ghost? What else would you use?
Yeah, like, oh god, I can think of like a million, like the Tiger Unit.
Tiger unit. How's that stealth? That's ambush.
Tigers are stealth.
They're ambush
The Leopard
fighters.
Unit,
Leopards maybe. Tigers no.
The-
They're ambush people.
the Lions.
Yeah, I saw the papers. Thanks to me, you got promoted. Exactly. Once again, your
The
timing
Fox
is
unit.
impeccable. I need your help.
You'd call them the Fox Unit.
That'd
The
be
Wol-
that'd
you
be
can call them the
copycatting.
Wolf Pack. The Snake Unit, the Wolf Unit,
Those don't sound like stealth things though.
the Chameleon Unit.
That one's better.
How does the Fox Unit not sound like a stealth unit?
The fox unit doesn't sound like a stealth unit because I don't think foxes are stealthy.
Fucking How do you play Metal Gear and it's like Foxhound, not stealth?
Well,
They're not
I
stealth.
associate the Foxhound as stealth because they came from a stealth game. I didn't think previously that foxes were stealthy, nor did I think foxes were
Also,
stealthy
to play
after Metal
devil's
Gear.
advocate, you can't look at Vulcan Raven and be like stealth.
Yeah, right?
Stealth. Psycho Mantis, Decoy Octopus, sure. Liquid Snake, sure. Ocelot.
You know what the problem
Yeah,
with
what
Psycho
the-
Mantis is? He has
He's
to
a
keep the
spy.
mask on all the time.
Well, he's an interrogator.
Okay, but if he was doing something like he was just walking by
He doesn't.
and he had to
he's
collect
an
intel.
guy. He doesn't. He's an
But-
intel guy. He doesn't sneak.
Well, no,
He's
but
not
it's
in
like
combat
let's say like he's doing like the Rorschach and he just has like a trench coat, but he's wearing the mask and he's like he has to get intel by getting close to somebody and just reading their mind, right? But it's like but he has to keep that mask on at all times. By the way, his face is fucked up.
Surprised he didn't take off his mask on Phantom Pain, but honestly, he didn't need to. We already knew his face.
Well, see,
was
that's
all
the thing
jacked.
that was kind of weird is like the third boy
Phantom Pain,
is like
I believe that is when his village burns down. That's after he kills his dad and like burns his village down.
the
So, yeah.
third boy is like I gotta work for the guy with the most revenge, and it's like he has no real motivations or anything prior, nor does after
Yeah,
that
but-
point, which is weird, because then he starts getting personalities and
he's
emotions.
I feel bad for Psycho Mantis because he was just because they specifically say that he loses control over himself. He can't account for his own actions
Mm-hmm.
because his powers are too strong. I guess when you're a kid, your psychic powers are stronger.
Yeah, right. The power of emotion, right? That's what anime wants you to think.
I think Ocelot even explained it in that like kids' brains aren't fully developed, so they get a lot more frantic with their emotions.
So, I do all the work
that
while you
fuels
get all the
his
promotions.
powers.
Pretty sweet deal. This isn't
Anyway,
just
so-
any case. I got a tip on the master criminal alias. I can smell the bonus already. Heck, maybe I'll even get another promotion. I just got the plan to catch
Trying to think of
the
the
thief.
order.
Don't worry, you'll be
So
rewarded.
first, Mantis is controlled by Volgan. He gets in the hospital. Then Skullface, his rage beats out Man on Fire's rage. So he recruits both Third Boy and the Man on Fire. And then he was controlled by, and it's still Skullface for a bit, and then it goes back, and then it was controlled by Eli, and then that's the end, being controlled by Eli. There are strange points though. There are certain points in the hospital. You can see a horn growing out of Psycho Mantis's head. It's like, oh, he's being controlled by Snake. That's cool.
Come on now.
And then
Come on, man. This is no time to be getting
Something
your
I
groove
noticed-
on. What, with her? No way. She's just some girl I know. Get back to work. This
something
isn't
I
a
noticed that
game,
was
you
a
know.
clever
This is the
little
real
hint
deal.
Towards Eli. It was like a clever hint towards Eli controlling Third Boy, or Mantis. Was that when
Kiss up.
Shibani, that kid, burns to death in the factory, Mantis looks at him for a couple of seconds, and he's wearing Shibani's necklace around his gas mask. So it's like, oh, he's being controlled by Shibani, but only for like 3 seconds, because he burned to death. And then he goes back to being controlled by Mr. 1963 Burning Man.
Be sure to avoid any confrontation with the police. Try sneaking past them.
Do you actually sneak past the police? Why would you?
Well, it's not like I have to follow the normal laws of gravity. I can literally fucking apply myself to the walls and just run past. So
Why do you not want to be questioned? Are you framed for
Ooh.
something?
No, they don't like me, and I got caught. Wow, intruder spotted in the restricted access zone. Crap, they caught me.
Stop right there.
All units, seek
Emperor,
out and
you're
apprehend the
under
suspect.
arrest.
Don't let her get away. I put them on alert. I better lay low and let things cool down a bit. Meow. That was my cat.
With the police, things just cool down a bit.
Well, and they're in this area because they're trying to capture a thief, and then they just see my character, who has gravity powers that nobody else has, so they're already kind of annoyed and suspicious of my character being anyway.
Oh, I thought it was a thing where it's like, she has superpowers.
Fuck her up.
Boys.
Well, like, there's a line that
Light
one of
'em
the
up,
guys says,
boys.
it's like, the powers that be doesn't like your kind because, well, you make them feel not powerful, despite being called the powers that be.
That sounds like Japanese writing through and through. There's no subtlety to that statement, and I'm not even mad.
Okay, there's a artifact here. Alright, can you see the park from there? On top of that fish statue in the middle is a sacred gem Alias is after. That gem's been protecting the city for a long time. We can't afford to lose it now, with
Oh
all
my
these
God.
storms. Legend
Also,
tells of a
it's
great
one of
power
many.
hidden inside. You don't say.
When Gaia split apart, its crystal energy, its crystal at the planet's core was split into 6 parts.
It's not
One
that
of them is at this
JRPG.
village.
It's not that JRPG. It's
So I heard,
literally
like,
it's
this crystal's been protecting this town for generations. I'm like, is it one of 6?
I heard monsters
Is there
are
an
coming
airship
back.
coming? I heard monsters are coming back.
I love that line.
It's time to go to the festival, the weird festival where we celebrate this ancient crystal that we know nothing about.
Oh, that thing by your
remember that
feet is a
monster
fake
thing, yeah.
gem I made. I'm gonna raise a bit of a ruckus now to draw the police away. That'll be your chance to switch the real gem with this fake one. Got it? Good. Later. Wait, are you He cut off. This sounds terrible. I hope nothing goes wrong. Because you said that, something will go wrong.
I heard a rumor that monsters were coming back.
Now it's my chance to pull
Yo,
the old
just-
switcheroo.
When I think about that, I just think of like dude goes to WikiLeaks like he's a whistleblower, and he just types into like WikiLeaks' main server. He just writes in all caps, size 72 font, monsters are coming back, and then dies.
Great, they spotted me.
The monsters are the police. What's the difference, huh?
Oh, there's just a floating car there. That's why I got caught. Okay, well then I have to literally go far right
That
and then
floating
just
car
avoid.
knows your sins.
I'm gonna tell the police that you were here.
It's working for Cypher. Cypher's everywhere, they just keep growing.
Must be my imagination. No, that's a girl just floating in the air. That's fine.
That's above our pay grade, Johnson. Leave it alone. It's just a cardboard box. Let it through.
Oh no. There's this girl with the trying to take the gem. She must be the thief. Beep beep. Okay, I switched out the real gem with the fake. Great, I knew I could count on you. Now bring the real gem over to me here in the woods. Officers on guard duty are going back to their patrols, so be careful not to get spotted. Alright, see you soon. Click.
I had a rumor that Half-Life was coming back.
There we go.
I need to delete the Division beta. It is 26 goddamn gigs.
Nice work, Cat. With the sacred gem swapped out for the fake, nobody will have a clue as to what happened. It'll be our little secret. Is something wrong? Hey, by the way, there's a party going down back at the park you shouldn't really miss. You really shouldn't miss. Finally, the gem is mine.
Sid,
I bet the main villain's gonna show up at the party.
Oh no, it turns out Sid was the thief all along.
He was Alias.
But wait, Alias knocked out Sid and posed as Sid using magic, I guess, because he can just make himself look completely the same.
Is this for real?
He was Sid, and then smoke happened, and then he turned to Alias.
Oh, that's why he gets his name. He can turn into different people.
I guess. What's going on? You were just here and then you weren't, and now you're there. What is going on? Cat, I think it's pretty obvious. Alias has the ability to look like somebody else and knocked out Sid. 1 second,
Well,
I'm
guys,
standing
let's not
around
jump to
waiting, and
conclusions.
once I was standing around waiting, and the next I was lying on the ground. Wait, so that other you was that Alias? Because if it was, I just handed him the sacred gem. What? That's not good. That's not good at all. What was I supposed... How was I supposed to know he wasn't you? He had your face!
I heard a rumor that crystal gems were coming back.
Oh, I thought that said, where are you, DeWitt? But it just says dimwit. Excuse me.
Where are you, DeWitt? Wait, you're in a city in the sky? There's weird effects going... Holy crap, you are just in Colombia.
This was before Columbia, though. Boss, come in. What happened? This is bad. We have to get back to the park. Sounds like the Nevi are here. Nevi being those weird red monsters that I'm not aware of what they are. Wow, that police just got wrecked.
How cool can they be?
Well, I mean, they don't look cool, but they're not, like, boring. You know, it's like interesting monster design, but not like, that's a cool monster. No, they're just like weird blob-looking monsters that can shape into whatever they want. Those police could not handle any of them? Not even the little ones?
No. Don't make fun of him. I heard a rumor that Tooth Crusher was coming back.
You mean it's been around? 'Cause I've been seeing it all over the place.
Also, like, kind of just a small hope. I hope that Yandere Simulator gives you the option to not just like fight your. I don't want when you fight your rival, the delinquent girl. I don't want you to just stab her in the neck and then boom, she's dead. Like maybe that can be an option.
I think
I want it to be like you have to actually fight her, and I mean like katana versus katana fight. Like,
well, I think it's gonna
sword
probably
fight.
handle it like Dishonored does, where
Even if
you
it's
can have a
easy.
fight, or you could like manipulate it to where you can just kill her with no effort. But it requires a lot of
Oh.
manipulation to go through.
See, that's something that I actually disliked about Dishonored very thoroughly was if you wanted to do no kills, no alerts of that game, you have to skip out on the only boss fight in that entire game, which is where you fight Dowd.
What
And
the
he is he's the coolest part of the entire game, and if you want to do a no kill, no alert run, you have to just, you don't get to fight him. And
You
I'm
thought-
like, it's way cooler to fight him, though.
That gravity shifter broke the sacred gem. Get her! No, wait, I can handle this. Look, it was the fake one all along. The fake one was just candy.
Also, I'm really annoyed because that astronaut costume that you had, apparently Nishir playing your stuff from Little Big Planet 2 doesn't carry over to 3. And I don't know why, but I lost so much stuff. I lost the astronaut costume, and that's all I really wanted.
One civilian, leave her alone. She's doing more for us than you cops are.
You bully.
No, but this is a civilian restricted area, and now the civilians are showing up to defend me. Defend the strong female protagonist. Don't let her go.
We must defend the female protagonist.
Yeah, don't drag that poor girl into this. She's innocent. And then they just let me go and they're like, search the grounds. We need to find that thief.
I heard a rumor that thieves were coming back.
Yeah, right? That you could actually say that for Elder Scrolls Online, where they had to patch in Thieves Guild. Even after all this time, I still remember that day when the people of Hicksville stood up for me. I felt like a stranger in a strange land, but I was starting to feel like I was starting to like the place.
Boo.
Meanwhile, with Alias is saying, "You better get your head in the game, or you won't survive our next meeting." You poor queen.
I heard a rumor that Regicide is coming back.
When we just kill the kings and queens, man. Just kill them. I just love killing.
I just love killing.
Increase my gauge usage.
My name's Nathan Dawkins, and I'm Ryan Clayton, and this is Jackass.
I'm somebody.
I'm somebody, and this is.
Ooh, a side mission. This must have been the new DLC that they added in. So this is going to be new content for me. That's the thing I can appreciate out of this remaster is they added in the Vita DLC completely for free.
They have so much good DLC for Little Big Planet. It's such a shame. There's not even a need. There's legitimately not even a need for making costumes anymore, unless you want to create entirely original stuff. Because it's like you want to make Snake, we got that, and it's a good one.
Well, see, that's the thing that like bothered the shit that I prided myself out of is they're never going to.
They made costumes, but they were really bad costumes, so you'd end up having to make your own. But now, like, the costumes are really good. Like the
it's for me, it wasn't even like they made bad costumes. It was they're never going to do this because this is so third party that they're never going to get permission or be asked to do it. No, they just did it. I made a Big Daddy one because I assumed I thought they weren't going to do that.
How did they get the rights to do BioShock Infinite? How on earth did they get the rights to do Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain?
They got like the most I thought that was gonna happen was like I thought it was
that they did MGS4 and Kojima Productions remembered that they did MGS4 and they're like, oh, it's you guys. You guys are cool.
Well, not even like that. It's like MGS4 was like a Sony exclusive at the time.
Assassin's Creed.
It was a Sony exclusive at the time.
They do Alice in Wonderland. They got deals with Disney. They got deals with Marvel. They got deals with DC.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I heard that they're actually removing all the DC stuff soon.
Pops, I'm so cold my nose won't stop running. My poor boy, are you coming down with something? I can't even provide a home for my family. I'm sorry, Pops, I didn't mean to complain. It's not your fault we lost our house, it's... And then I show up. You're still blaming me for what happened to your house? Oh, I give up. What do you want from me? Money? So you're finally gonna accept some responsibility. I know just the thing. Over at that mansion, they're looking for a new maid. That pays good. A maid? That's not the kind of job that usually pays so well. What's the catch? Well, the husband's a famous writer, and he's always out looking for new material to use in his stories. So the wife, well...
I thought he said... I thought he was saying, like, the husband declared it an open marriage weeks back.
So the wife,
I'm like,
well,
oh.
she gets a little stir crazy all alone in that big mansion. She's rough on the maids, and Melda chews through them like candy. If only the husband wasn't out all the time, his wife wouldn't get so worried and scare off the hired help. Hey, us men need our space. We can't help who we are.
She chews up the maids way too quick.
Alright, I'll give it a shot.
That doesn't sound so bad. And it's like, no, I don't think you understand. She.
It's like, okay, I know you weren't trying to be sexual, but...
It's like, no, that's what I was trying to... Never mind.
Alright, I'll give it a shot. I'm used to putting up with unreasonable people. That's what I like to hear. You know, I almost envy you.
Getting down with unreasonable people.
That Lady Melda is a real hooker. What? If I was a little younger, I'd apply myself. Pops, why would you want to work for some crazy lady? You'll understand someday, Yuji. So, Shifter, do we have a deal? Yeah, it's a deal.
So, what kind of deal is this? You blew up my house, so
and it's just like we blame you for destroying our house. I need to pass the interview.
Honestly, what is the interview to become a maid? Is it like a casting couch?
It's just you're hot. And it's just yeah, you'll do as a good maid. Ow.
Where are you from? Texas? Texas? Only steers and queers come from Texas, and you don't look like a steer to me. So I guess that sorts things out a bit. Do you suck dick, son?
Only if you want me to. Oh, you look like a dick character.
Without even giving them the common courtesy, you give them all each other.
Hello, are you Melda, the lady of the house? Yes, what do you want? I don't believe in charity, so if that's your game. Charity? No, I'm here for about the, and those clothes, they look older than you. Why are you wasting my time? State your business or leave this instant. Well, it's about the maid opening. Maid, you? Do I look so desperate that I'd hire any old riffraff that comes crawling off the street? Well, I need the amusement, so I'll give you a chance. I haven't even started working here, and I'm ready to quit already. Won't be disappointed, madam. I won't hire just any old buddy. You better know a little bit about the city or you're no use to me. Pass a simple test and I'll consider you for the job.
Better know a little bit about the city, you know what I'm saying?
What's the name of this part of the city? It's Alduar. What animal is this?
You don't know the name of the city you're living in?
No, to be my maid, you need to know where you're living.
No, you're living in that little cubby under the staircase, like Harry Potter.
What animal is in the statue that used to hold our town's sacred gem? It's a fish.
Girl, you a Harry Potter looking motherfucker.
What is in the statue that stands in front of the town's fountain? This one I am not actually aware of.
Look it up. Google it.
I got that one wrong. I got that one wrong, but it doesn't matter. What is needed to fuel the city's projects? Energy gems, precious gems, vitality gems, or sacred gems? All I know is they're gems. Sacred gems. Alright, I got it. Really? Any vagrant would know more about the city. I refuse to hire someone so useless. Me? Useless? Just wait, give me another chance. And I guess I gotta redo the questionnaire.
Are you serious? That you can just brute force it?
No, I have to. She's just like, oh, you gotta go find the answers to the questions, so go and look.
Perhaps you should find your own answer.
Because you didn't know the answer to one of my 4 questions, 3 that you got right, you need to find out the answer to the 4th question by going and checking out the statue of that question I asked.
That doesn't sound like...
Hey, do you have a second? Could you tell me where the fountain with the statue is? You mean the place we first met? The town street. Wait, we met before? Thanks for your help. Okay.
We've always met. You've always been here, Catgirl. Has anyone else remarked on your weird choice of attire?
Yeah?
That's body shaming.
That is a boy peeing on top of a frog that's vomiting water, and then a turtle that's also vomiting water.
What? This is the best town ever.
That's just a fountain. That's literally the fountain. It's a boy peeing on top of a frog. Like, he's standing on top of a frog peeing water. Then the frog itself is vomiting water, and that frog itself is also standing on top of a turtle that is vomiting water. Alright, I'm ready to take your interview again. Madam, I'm ready to give my interview another go. You really don't know when to give up. Fine, I will give you another chance. She's not desperate, right?
Yeah, no, it sounds like you're desperate, lady. Lady, you sound pretty desperate.
Wait, the answer I put in last time that was right is now wrong. Or I guess it wasn't right the first time, and she just said, well, whatever, fine, you can have that one for free.
She really wants you to have that job.
The only reason why she's a bitch is because the husband's out all the time. And it's not like he's going and getting hookers or anything, because the train leading over to Hooker Town.
Yeah, because this game isn't rated M.
Well, no, there is hookers in here. You know, you're not going to see anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they're all of that kind of action is segregated over in Entertainment District, which the trains aren't working right now.
Oh, the train isn't working? How am I gonna do it? The train district's closed. I don't know, you court and romance and women under ordinary purposes. Boy, you be fucking out your ass. Ain't nobody gonna do that.
Excuse me, can I ask you a quick question? What's the name of those thingies that we need to fix the city? You know, those things. Precious gems? That's it. Thanks. I can't believe I forgot about that. You know, when they say, like, when they say the name of the object is called precious gems, I thought the adjective of precious was just to tell me it's valuable, not that's the name of the actual object.
Is it called precious gem? Because that just sounds like it's fake.
The name of the object that I need to like use as currency is actually called precious gems. I thought when he was describing it to me that they were really just called gems, or they were, you know, didn't really have a name and we just called them gems. But no, I thought precious gems, precious being the adjective, was just to tell me it was valuable, not that was the actual name. I'm ready to give the interview another chance. Oh, I just completely messed that up. I just pushed the wrong buttons. That's horrible of me. And now I gotta go talk to those people again. Because I messed up super bad and pushed the wrong buttons. I'm horrible.
Bad. I haven't played it obviously because I can't, but apparently that game Super Hot is really good. Wish it was coming out on the PS4.
It's not like it'd be hard to put it on PS4 or any platform for that matter.
No, it's just coming out on Xbox One later and PC. I don't know if it's an exclusivity deal. I don't know what deal if it is. Either way, it's not coming.
It's not like PS3 where it's hard.
I think it's an exclusivity deal. Somewhere. Oh, this is bad.
That's definitely a fish.
Alright, this is going well, but could be going better. Yeah, just fire blindly, it's fine. That's how you do it.
I gotta say though, Amy, you've been really quiet. Or excuse me, Mickey possessed by Amy.
She's enthralled in the entire experience of things. Our dialogue is intoxicating.
Okay, I got all of the questions right. What does she have to tell me? Well, at least you know something. It goes against my better judgment, but you're hired.
Damn it, it's just made my job way harder.
What a dick. Now that you look like a maid, you should burn those awful clothes that you came in with. Is your husband home? No, he's not here. He's never here. And even if he was here, he would be locked away in his study. I might as well be married to a ghost. I see. Your husband sounds very busy. Don't you get lonely in this big house? Don't you ever get tired of prying into other people's affairs? I don't pay you to ask questions, I pay you to work. Oh. Oh man.
Ooh,
out
you know
front,
what?
you'll notice some knickknacks I grew tired of.
Yesterday I couldn't beat a single FOB raid, and I was just tripping over my own feet.
And then some days you were like nothing, no.
First thing off the bat, perfect. I did
Maybe
a perfect job. Everything went according to plan.
Is it because we made a
I
joke
couldn't
about?
have asked for a better raid.
Is it because we made jokes about the Virginia Tech that you did super well?
No, I wasn't talking about Virginia Tech. I was talking about.
No, I'm saying it's because we talked about that. That's why you did well.
Yeah. No, I was talking about, it's like, it leapfrogs, where every other day I'm really good at FOBs, but the next day I'm garbage, and the next day after that I'm really good. I couldn't beat a single raid yesterday, aside from like one or two things where I went loud.
Mm-hmm.
First run today, perfect.
Also, yeah, Amy, you just made me realize this chick. Out front you'll find some knickknacks I grew tired of. Take them around back so the garbage people can haul them away. And don't lollygag. I hate lollygaggers. Yes, I mean,
like
no, I won't lollygag.
Knickknacks is just like the previous servants that are just like tied up.
The dead people that...
No, they're not even dead. They're like tied up and blindfolded so they can't talk or speak or do anything. And they're like useless. Nothing but garbage.
Garbage. Nothing but absolute garbage.
Garbage. Nothing but absolute garbage.
Oh, I need to like actually get rid of it by throwing it away from her house. So I'm littering other places.
You gotta pick up the servants and then just throw them off of her property.
How do I toss these?
Symbolic. You toss them into the next life. Holy crap.
I can check the tutorial.
Ooh, this guy has S pluses. I can't afford to mess this up. I really don't want to mess this up, so I'm going all in. Nothing but garbage. Absolute garbage.
How do I throw this? Or can I not throw it and I have to just drop it?
I can't stop, I'm sorry.
Can I not just break it?
Just break it. Amy
no
says,
noise. Well, Amy, you can catch up with this stream later. Not necessarily like you'll watch it again later, but like I'll probably stream it again and then we'll continue the story.
Alright, see you later, Ames.
How do I throw this? You must be Ames.
Yeah, see you later. I think that, oddly enough, I think the hardcore fans dislike Bloodborne, but the common person is really approving of it.
What have I told you about lollygagging? You're fired. But please finish the job I paid you to do.
What? Finish the job that you had as an employee of this establishment that you're no longer an employee of. That sounds like real life.
Where am I supposed to drop this off?
The trash. And you ask, what is the trash? Whatever you want, you got.
I mean, there's garbage bags here, but there's nowhere to put it. And it's like I drop it there and it says I haven't moved the stuff. So I'm very confused at what it's asking me here. Is it asking me to throw? Oh. That's weird.
That's weird and unsanitary.
It's the back of her house past the garbage where the garbage is actually located.
What?
It's at the back of her house.
Well, that's where garbage always is. You said past the normal garbage chute. It's like, wait, what?
No, there's places where the garbage is at, and that's like where the dumpster is, and you have to move it past that dumpster to the back of her house, because I guess the garbage men are just going to be like, well, I gotta pick it up anyway. And I'm gonna fail this time, but I at least know where to go now. Alright, let's try this again.
Guys posted nearby. That's a lie. No, you don't. They're not nearby. I mean, they're on this base. Depends on what you mean by nearby, but they're not on this base.
Baka.
What does Baka mean? I shouldn't even ask.
It's just idiot. It's like that thing where baka is the same word used for everything else, because in Japan they don't have synonyms. They don't have things that sound the same, they just use the same word.
Yeah, because they use different characters, right?
Something like that. If they want to be specific...
Our language, it's weird, because our language has multiple letters and multiple words for one meaning, whereas they have... they have multiple meanings for one word. I mean, we have that too, but, you know,
we spell it differently.
This guy has S pluses on his bases. I feel bad because this guy has S pluses on his guard duty, but he hasn't set them up properly, and I can just clean house. Because he hasn't set up his defenses in a way that's threatening to me. Oh no, the camera saw me. Damn. It might be a threat after all. This might actually be a threat after all. I knew it was too good to be true. That stupid camera catching me.
It's too good to be true. It's not that he got lucky with the camera, it was all of this was planned.
No, yeah, no, he got super lucky with the camera. Make no mistake, that wasn't him. That was random. Just me forgetting that that camera even existed. That's not a mistake I plan on making twice. Alright, I got 13 minutes. It'll take about 3 for them to lose me.
There we go, all done. I should check in with Melda. What does she have to say to me? Oh, that's done. Now I need you to bring me something sweet. Well, what do you want me to bring you? The Melda Special Sundae. It's my own concoction, a mountain of vanilla ice cream topped with gourmet cookie, smothered in rich jam, and sprinkled with flakes of bitter chocolate. You better bring me exactly what I want. No mistakes. I already placed the order with the ice cream stand
on, you don't know
over.
I am. Quit calling in reinforcements. I haven't done anything. I've CQC'd a couple people and then ran away.
We're taking heavy casualties here.
Like, we're... CP. And then the worst part, and FOBs are so ingrained in my head that thing's happening again. I'm a broken record.
By the way, make sure
by the soundtrack that they don't know where I am. I can just tell by their behavior that they don't know anything. But they're still like CP. Like, are you just trying to impress your boss?
So she's telling me I need to also get specific where I need to grab these things, and I have to like write it down. Like, I only like...
But is your CEO gonna get all mad if you don't look like you're competent?
I need you to get my food. By the way, I only like the chocolate flakes that come in the highest quality. They come from the store that always has young women lined out the door. As for the cookie, I need you to go to the stand where it has a dog outside. If you need to find the blank, I need you to go over there. Now, Scoot, if you let my ice cream sundae melt, you better not come back at all.
What? 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 Okay, well that's mission failed. Okay, whatever.
Wait.
I got some good soldiers out of that.
This is steampunk. This is steampunk, but you guys got satellite dishes outside your window? Have you seen satellite dishes in the steampunk environment?
No. That's not cool.
I mean, this isn't like real steampunk where it's like everything's done by like steam, but this is more like steampunk where everything's done using like pistons and shit, not like General Electronics.
Ugh. Good hustle. Good hustle, X. You could've... Also, I found out why it's too good to be true that guy had that guy had not all, but a handful of S pluses on his base. It was actually lies. It said he had S pluses, but they all had the boaster skill. So when I opened them, and it said that I got 0 S pluses, it's because every single S plus that I picked up had the boaster trait and was lying about their skill.
Ha!
Yeah, right? I got so hyped once because I saw an S plus plus on an FOB, so I was like, holy shit, this dude's got S plus pluses. And he had 1 or 2 S plus pluses, and they were both boasters. And I'm like, as mad as I am about that, I knew it was too good to be true, because in order for that to happen, that means that every soldier in your combat unit needs to be S plus plus, which is that's just absurd. No one will have that. That's... You would
That's
have
the
to
one with the
actually have
women
no life.
lined up after it. Those are... Yeah, that one has women. So wait, she can't remember the name of the area, but she can remember that this is the store where all the women line up. And so that's the place you need to get my cookie jam.
That's where it'll be. That's where my cookies are. Because someone erased it from the archive memory.
I'm witch, but I'm not like I can't memorize.
I'm too stupid to memorize things. My mommy thinks I'm special.
I got you Sunday. Please, you gotta help me. I opened a window to air out my husband's study and 5 pages of his latest manuscript went flying right out. I can't let them fall into the wrong hands. Wait, what do you want me to do with the sundae? Who can eat ice cream at a time like this? It's the latest issue of my husband's... I can't even say that word, but it's just a serial novel, a serial murder novel. You have to get it back. Yes, madam, and then... She's just like, if she doesn't want the ice cream, I'll take it.
That's rude.
She didn't want it.
I didn't want it.
You know, at least she's not like that kind of thing where she's like, I didn't order ice cream.
We're not talking about this or this. We're talking about... Also, do you mind me spoiling your first encounter with Siegward in Dark Souls 3? Because I will admit, I find it repulsive and repugnant that Siegward is in Dark Souls 3, and it's just a blatant copy of Siegmeyer. But the way they introduce him is really funny. I'll give him that. It actually made me laugh. You want to know what it is?
I'm trying to read like this is like his murder like mystery thing, I guess, and it's like a few pages of it. So she's like, I gotta read this just to make sure it's what it is. The dark tendrils of death began to slither into the recesses of Gierer's mind. She was slipping away from the world, watching long-lost memories dance in her consciousness. The wheel of fate was being turned by the hand of the soothsayer, the same wrinkled hag who started the journey with those fateful words. Legendary Adventures of Gruer and the Queen of the Lost Civilizations, Missing Memories, issue 310, chapter 1, page 101. Oh, my goodness, that's a lot. He's like, that title's a mouthful.
So you want to know your first encounter with Siegmeyer?
How does it start? And you mean Siegward?
So, did you see the gameplay of the dude throwing giant at you from the tower?
No, but okay.
Okay, well, there's a dude who throws at you from the tower, and you come across a, like, you fight your way to the tower, and there's an elevator shaft, and you see that there's a, oh, god damn it, the camera's gonna see me.
So you were saying?
Okay, yeah, I'm done. I just lost anyway. So Siegward... Well, yeah, I haven't introduced Siegward yet, but you enter the tower and there's an elevator, and while you're... Holy crap, I survived. Anyway, never mind. Anyway, so you come to the elevator shaft, but before you can step on the elevator, like, before you can actually activate the elevator goes up, and like you're like, huh? So what's happening? And then you see that there's another elevator because there's 2 elevators in the shaft, and there's one coming up from below. So you're getting ready for a fight, right? Or what? You're knowing that something's coming up. what happens is Sigurd just comes up in his big Onion Knight armor with the big claymore.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, is it a claymore or is it a Zweihander?
It's a claymore because if you Siegmeyer used a claymore.
Siegmeyer used a Zweihander, and Seglind, which is his daughter, uses a claymore. Okay, well, game says it's a Zweihander. I'm not.
I'm not contesting you. I'm saying the game's wrong.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like, in the game is he using an ultra great sword, which is the type of sword that the Zweihander is, or is it just a great sword, which is like a claymore?
It's got a curved handle. I mean, a curved crossguard. But anyway, but that's what Siegmeyer used in Dark Souls 1. Anyway, so he comes up there and he just comes into you, and he's got that bumbling voice and everything. And he's just like, and he's like, oh, hello there. I seem to run across a problem. And he's like, there's this nasty brute there's this nasty brute at the top of this tower, and he was throwing spears at me. So I've come here to get up to the top of this tower to talk some sense into him. But I can't seem to figure out how to talk some sense into him. And he's like, unfortunately, it seems I cannot. I simply can't find a way to the top. This elevator only goes down, you see. And that's what I was doing. He's like, this elevator only seems to go down. I guess I must think of another way up. But because you entered the room first, you saw that there's a second elevator that goes up. Like, the elevator goes down, all you have to do is step on the plate and then walk away before it goes down. And then the new elevator will come up. But he doesn't know that, so he just keeps taking the elevator up and down over and over. Going like, And of course you activate the elevator and get off and pull up the new elevator.
Yeah, I'm going to have to be...
And he's just like, oh...
I'm going to be right back. So I'm going to end the stream right here, and then I'll come back and turn it back on. So I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.